I'm gonna break it down for you one by one, from scary to the most scariest one, so sit back and relax. Number 5. Forced labor camps. Imagine this. You so much as whisper a word against the regime, and boom, you're on the next train to hell. These poor prisoners are worked to the bone, their bodies pushed to the absolute limit. It's like a human factory, except the only product they're making is pure, unadulterated misery. And the food? Just forget about it. It's scarcer than a genuine smile on Kim Jong-un's face. I heard a story about this one guy who lost over 50 pounds in a month, just trying to survive on a diet of cockroaches and rodents. Can you even imagine? The guards, they've got all the power, and they're not afraid to use it. One story I heard would make your skin crawl: a young boy tortured and forced to watch his own family get executed. I mean, the sheer inhumanity is just mind-boggling. It's like they're trying to break these people body and soul. Number 4. Starvation and lack of basic necessities. The prisoners in these forced labor camps are being starved. They are fed only a tiny amount of corn and animal feed, leaving them skinny and constantly hungry. Can you imagine having to eat cockroaches and rats just to survive? The prisoners' bodies became grotesquely skeletal, their bones jutting out in a horrifying display. It must have been pure agony for them. And the cells they live in? There's no heat, no blankets, no way to stay clean. It's like the regime is trying to turn these people into ghosts, letting them waste away in the darkness. The conditions are so terrible. It's hard to even imagine the hopelessness and despair the prisoners must feel. Number 3. The truth about kids in North Korea. Now, let's talk about the kids. You might think they're living a good life in North Korea, but you'd be so wrong. These poor little ones are being forced to work, even in their schools. No more playing and having fun. It's all hard work all the time. Can you imagine being a child and having to labor in the fields or factories instead of learning and playing with your friends? It must be so confusing and scary for them. And the abuse? It gets even worse. These kids are being hurt, both physically and sexually. One little boy had to watch his own family get killed in front of him. And little girls are being touched by the guards in ways that no child should ever experience. It's a horror that no kid should ever have to go through. When you see the pictures of happy children in the government's propaganda, it's all fake. Those kids are just pretending to be happy. The real children in North Korea are living a nightmare of abuse, hard work, and trauma. Number 2. Widespread sexual violence. All right, brace yourselves, because what I'm about to share is truly shocking. Imagine living in a place where every day feels like a struggle for survival. Now, take that fear and multiply it by 100. That's the reality for many women in North Korea. The sexual and gender-based violence there is off the charts. Picture this. You're constantly looking over your shoulder, not knowing who to trust. These women are living in a nightmare, where their cries for help are completely ignored. It's like being trapped in a horror movie, but there's no escape, no end credits. Just a relentless cycle of fear and abuse. And get this, the very people who are supposed to protect them, like the guards and authorities, are the ones committing the abuse. It's like a twisted betrayal that never stops. Even women in the military, who you might think would have some level of protection, aren't safe from constant harassment and assault. It's a grim reality, folks. Imagine being on the front lines, serving your country, only to face relentless abuse from your own comrades. It's unimaginable, yet it's happening. And here's the worst part. The legal system is doing absolutely nothing to help them. These women are trapped in a system that refuses to acknowledge their suffering, let alone provide justice. Number 1. Infanticide and forced abortions. The UN report on North Korea's human rights abuses is absolutely horrifying. Women who get sent back from China are forced to have abortions without any anesthesia, leaving them in excruciating pain. And if that's not horrifying enough, newborn babies are being drowned or suffocated. Think about this. While we're going about our daily lives worrying about things like what to eat for dinner or what show to watch next, these women are enduring unimaginable suffering. It's hard to even wrap our heads around it. These forced abortions, done without any pain relief, are pure torture. Phew, that's a lot to take in, I know. But these are the harsh realities that the people of North Korea are facing, hidden from the world's view. All right, let's take a breather, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong.